Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The give here on 2nd. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He finds Aguilar. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Gets this to Bateman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Henry. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Craig Reynolds to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Cobb. Throw complete to Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Patrick going to motion over left. From the gun, Cobb. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Out of the shotgun, Cobb. Got Williams, and it's complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Fits it through the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Goff on 1st and 10. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw from Goff. That's completed right side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just 1 snap later.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Running it with David Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, which is forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, Goff. And the defender comes away with it. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Into the hands of Likely. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Jackson looking to throw. That's taken in by Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still... After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action now with Jackson. Finds a man right side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Zay Flowers the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker on for the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already